It's time for the Dear Dating Advice Girl question of the week, where I answer questions from singles like you. Dear Dating Advice Girl, all the guys that ask me out always seem to ask me out at the last minute. Some of them are really cute too, but it's really annoying that they expect me to be available the same day that they text or call me to invite me somewhere. Am I being too picky? How do I get a guy to actually plan a date in advance with me rather than calling me an hour before they want to hang out? Good question. Okay, single girl, let's get into it. First of all, you're not being too picky. You know what you like, you know what you want. It's totally reasonable to expect a guy to make a plan more than like a few hours before he wants to see you. What the heck? I mean, the thing is that he's expecting you to drop everything and hang out with him, because the thing is, some girls do that. Some girls are just, waiting by the phone, hoping that this guy is going to call and text them, and they're like, okay, I can be ready in 5 minutes, let's go. But you're not that girl, and good for you. Listen, it can be super annoying if a guy only calls you at the last minute. So here's the deal. You teach people how to treat you, alright? So if you want a guy to ask you out in advance, if he calls you, for example, or texts you and says, hey, let's hang out, what are you doing in a couple hours? Politely say, on phone or text, politely say, I already have plans, I'd really like to hang out with you, but next time if you give me some notice, then I probably would be able to hang out. Or even you could say, I can't hang out in a couple hours, but you know what, I might be free on Friday or Sunday, a few days in the future, whatever. Or the other thing you could do is say, sorry, I'm not available to hang out in a couple hours, but I am available to hang on Sunday or on Thursday or whatever, a few days in advance for you. It's really important that you set the tone with this, because the thing is, if you're just available when he says, hey, I'm going to be in your neighborhood in the next 30 minutes, do you want to hang out? And you say yes, even though you're annoyed, he's not going to know that you're annoyed. You might tell him that you're annoyed, but your behavior is saying something different, okay? If you accept the last minute invitation, especially if you accept it like over and over and over again, you're teaching him subliminally that it's okay that he calls you or texts you at the last minute to hang out. It's so important that you stick to your guns with this if you're not liking the last minute behavior. If you're okay with the last minute behavior, then totally continue to do what you do. But if you're not okay with it, which it sounds like you aren't, it's so important for you to basically say, I'm not available at this short a notice. So, how about if you, give me like a day's notice or a couple days notice, I could totally hang out and we could have some fun. Good luck.